So finding flow at work is all about focusing on a task and really losing yourself in that task. So almost like losing a sense of time when you're feeling happy and creative and productive. So the effect of routine on a brain, first of all, it can reduce that sense of uncertainty. So our amygdala, the fight, flight, or freeze reaction that occurs when we're confronted with some type of change or uncertainty or something that is causing fear. All right, so how do we create a daily routine? This is all great in theory. What are some things that we can do to create that routine? So some physical practices to include throughout the day. You walk around the office. If you've got a large office, maybe that's enough. You could even go outside if you're near any nature, just taking a walk or even jogging in nature. Well, now we'll come into our yoga practice. Again, in through the nose. And as you inhale, imagine there's a string pulling the top of the head to the ceiling or the sky. And as you exhale, imagine the breath flowing down through the legs, down through the feet, into the earth below. And now to start building a little bit of heat, we'll do some squats. Now, as I said, you can do this on a chair at work. And if you don't want to come all the way fully up, you can stay right here in your chair and hold on to the sides of the chair. So we'll start from standing and start to sit down, squatting, bringing the knees right over the ankles, bringing the hips back, chest up, out, shoulders back, and stand back up. Inhale and sit back like you're sitting in your chair, keeping the knees over the ankles, hold, and back up. Sitting back in that chair, maybe holding it a little bit longer this time. And exhale, fold over the legs, keeping a soft bend in the knees, maybe reaching towards the toes. Wide-legged forward fold. So you can also do this on your chair by taking your feet out wider than the chair, pointing the toes out and folding forward. From standing, taking your feet wider than your hips, pointing the toes out towards the corners of your mat or towards the floor. Draw the tailbone down, shoulders up and back, chest out. Breathe in and start to fold over with a flat back. You can keep a soft bend in the knees. Start to bring the hands towards the floor. And here, if you want to take a book or a block for extra support, allowing the arms to rest and allow the head to dangle. We'll come into some sun goddesses. So being a goddess under the bright sun, take your knees out over your ankles. This can also be done in the chair by taking your legs a little wider than the chair. Take your knees out over your ankles and inhale your arms up. Exhale down. So if you're standing, we'll inhale up as you bring the knees out over the ankles and exhale, arms down, coming up in the knees. Inhale, arms up, knees out over ankles. Exhale, arms down. We'll come onto the hips. And bring the hands down. You can bring the hands to the side and right behind the hips. Spread the fingers wide. And you can lift one leg. You can lift the other leg. Maybe start to lift both legs. And if you need to keep the knees bent, you can keep them bent right here. Hugging the belly in from the chair. It looks like this. So keeping the knees bent, we'll lift one foot, bring it down. We'll lift the other foot and bring it down. In this exercise, hug the belly in like you're zipping up those tight jeans. Inhale the foot up and down. Inhale the other foot up and down. From your chair, we'll take a forward fold all the way towards the toes. From the floor, we'll just release the legs long and gently fold over, allowing the breath and the body to release. Notice any changes, anywhere you might still be holding. And if a forward fold is difficult, you can also use a block or a pillow here at the hips to allow the legs and low back to release in their own time. Everything down to the floor. Do a full body stretch here. So reach the fingertips back towards the wall behind you and reach the heels toward the wall in front of you. Stretching from limb to limb, finding the edges of the body. When you've had enough, rock over onto one side and gently press up to your seat. I'll bring the feet together for a butterfly position. So the soles of the feet come together, the knees come out. You need extra support for under the knees. You can place a block or pillow, bolster, blanket. Start to open up the feet like pages of a book. You can give yourself a little foot massage here. Let's work it out. Work out all those tiny little muscles that don't get enough love. As you inhale, reach through the top of the head, and exhale, start to fold over the legs. You can place a blanket or a block here at your hips for extra support. Moving and surrendering into the pose without forcing into some super stretchy position. Just allowing the hips to release in their own time. We hold a lot of tension and energy and stuff in those hips. So allowing it to release will open up space. And slowly press back up to neutral. Come to a comfortable seat. You can place your hands down on your legs for a more grounding gesture or up for more receiving. Gently close the eyes and softly gaze. Coming back to your intention, or maybe a new one. Start to envision that best version of yourself. Healthy, active, flexible, unwavering in times of change. Notice how it feels in your body. Taking away the stories taking away the thoughts. Come into the body and notice how that best version of you feels. Feeling the gentle heartbeat, pounding out megatons of loving energy. Notice how it feels throughout the body. That prana expands through every cell. Notice the sensations in the fingertips, the toes, the face, to the crown of the head. And gently open your eyes when you're ready. And give your kitten a pet. Thank you.
Thank you for joining me at Abunditude. Do you often get overwhelmed at work and not sure what to do next? Maybe losing a sense of purpose or the ability to be your authentic self? Please click the link in the comments below and I'll send you a list of exercises you can do, whether you're feeling sluggish and just need more energizing, or if you feel tired and need more grounding. I can't wait to connect with you. Have a great rest of the day. Namaste.